This is Josh Steichmann, the chair of our Transportation Committee.
Co-chair.
Co-chair of the Transportation Committee. Josh, can you tell us about our neighborhood council's history with this intersection?
Oh gosh, yeah. So about 3 years ago on Valentine's Day, a constituent almost got hit here and started asking why isn't there a crosswalk, which is a question we get all the time all over Los Feliz, but in this case, we started contacting CD4, asking them. He also contacted CD4. We put together a coalition. Some of them were members of our committee and were able to organize among themselves too, which also really helps. They went out and talked to their neighbors, built consensus, and then came the real challenge, which was finding the money. Luckily, we had CD4, Nithya Raman, as well as, at that time, Assembly Member Laura Friedman, now Congress Member Laura Friedman, and they were able to put together some of the budget to make this happen. The total budget, including this and a couple of other streets improvements, is over $1 million, which I think a lot of people don't understand. Because of how LA is built structurally, it takes a lot longer and it's more expensive to do things than it should be. But this is a state-of-the-art hawk. It's got the full-on pedestrian signaling. It's got 3 lights. It is also supposed to have cameras in there to be able to gauge the oncoming traffic so that you're not stepping into things. It's really nice, a really top-of-the-line thing, and it came together because our constituents worked together, build consensus around an issue, and really pushed our elected officials to recognize this is a priority to make it happen. But 3 years is a long time. One of my colleagues and I ended up on like 4 or 5 Zoom calls with the LA DOT engineers, specifically talking about problems in this intersection. And I'll also say that directly after cutting the ribbon, the first thing that happened was a jogger ran up to me and said, "Okay, when are you going to fix the timing?" So I like that our constituents are engaged and recognize that, part of progress is it could always be better. This is a good start, and we need to keep working on it to make sure that it lives up to what this neighborhood deserves.
Can you tell us what a hawk signal is for the uninformed, uninitiated?
It's human activated walk and then crossing, or there's a bunch of different ways to get the K in there. But yeah, it's basically when you press the button and that actuates the signals. It's a little bit different than the one that's over on Rodney and Hollywood, which is just the warning signals. Yeah. People do have to stop there, but this goes through a full light cycle, which is better for people that have mobility issues. It gives them a more defined way to get across, and it makes sure that they are entirely clear. It's also a more visible signal, and by having it here at an intersection, it's not a mid-block one, so that also enhances safety for folks who need a little bit of extra help getting through the intersection.
Right. I know why, because this is my district, District F, but can you tell us why, in addition to the near collision, this was a priority for the neighborhood council, this particular crossing area?
Well, so first off, we've gotten a lot of requests and a lot of engagement over it, and that is something that we try to do, is prioritize the hot points of our neighborhood. We know that our constituents are more engaged on this, even though we live here, we see it every day. It's one of those beauties of democracy is that everybody's out there and has an opinion. The other thing was some traffic studies that showed this is all on the high injury network, and so all of this is due under the 2035 mobility plan to get pedestrian and cyclist upgrades. So it was part of that larger planning, Yeah, I'm curious, what was the answer you had? What's the...
Oh, well, my answer is, first of all, there's no crosswalk between Normandy and Western.
Yeah.
And so this becomes a really high-speed area, whereas a lot of times Franklin can slow down. Mm-hmm. This becomes super high speed, but it's also kind of our gateway up to Griffith Park.
Yeah.
So a lot of pedestrians, especially tourist pedestrians, are using this area to get up to Griffith Park. Or just to exercise, whatever.
Yeah.
And so I felt like a lot of people were like, I need it to be safer. I don't want to walk all the way down to Western, wait for that really long light. And yeah, that's why I got a lot of feedback from people. It was people who had moved to the neighborhood and say, I want to walk my dog up in Griffith, and I can't, I don't want to like risk our lives every time we cross the street.
Yeah, and we should also shout out Rachel Sweeney for the other reason why this happened is Rachel Sweeney, one of the constituents, really kept both our feet to the fire and the city's feet to the fire on this. She lives just a couple of doors from here and was able to routinely come with not just new and troubling safety incidents, but facts and figures, and really kept lightning focus on this area. And that also, it's a big help. It's something that you don't necessarily have in every neighborhood, and we're lucky to have neighbors like that.
Yeah. Last question, can you tell Angelenos how they can try to advocate for a crosswalk in their neighborhood if they see safety issues?
Well, so the easiest way is to come to a transportation committee meeting in your local neighborhood council. You can also contact your council district field reps, and you can also contact LADOT directly through the Vision Zero program, which helps coordinate a bunch of the pedestrian and safety infrastructure. But really, you can't beat a neighborhood council. You'll at least have people there working with you and folks who have done it before.